What's up guys, DuArktik here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we are going to talk about Nick Fury, and we are going to get the first impressions of Nick Fury's rework and see how well he performs in raids. Do we even need any other of the Invader characters, or is Nick Fury just enough to completely destroy the skill nodes on Doom 3, difficulty 5? We're going to take a look at all of that. We are also going to analyze a few things to see what's exactly different about Nick Fury. And then we are going to take a look at gameplay. We are going to take a look at the full run on Doom 3 difficulty 5 and see how exactly Nick Fury performs and which characters we have to replace in order to use him. So, as always, if you like the information on this video, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content and make sure you smash that like button. Okay, so first off, let's take a look at Nick Fury. We are going to talk about first of his stats. So the speed is still quite garbage on Nick Fury, but he has the chance of giving himself speed up, and also on spawn he also gives speed up to himself. So even that the base speed is kind of garbage, you don't feel it that bad because of his higher chance of getting speed up on your character. The resistance is decent, the focus is garbage, but it doesn't matter because he's not going to apply any kind of negative effects. Then we have the armor. The armor is actually very good. 27,000 is pretty decent. The damage doesn't matter. 40,000 for 6 red stars, 7 yellow stars is decent. And then the health. The health is the most important about Nick Fury because he's a support character. So he's going to get almost 70,000 health. And this is on level 85. It's not level 90, it's level 85. Now, why am I making such a fuss about this? The reason why I'm making such a fuss about this is when you take a look at all skill characters in game, you're gonna take a look at Kestrel. If Kestrel is together with Nick Fury is going to get 40% max health. 40% max health. So just with Kestrel alone, is going to jump to 1 million health. And then when you take a look at Captain Sam also gives more health to skill allies. So you can see right here, in raids, non-secret Avenger allies, Avenger skill allies, which Nick Fury is one of them, you are going to get additional 20% max health to a total with the Kestrel at 60% max health. That's very good. So if he has 700,000, half of that is going to be 350. That's going to put him over 1 million, and then with just a little bit he's going to be very close to 1.2 million. And this is my Nick Fury that is level 85. He's not even maxed out. He's level 85 and he's already reaching 1.1, 1.2 million health. So very good. The stats are just quite amazing. So in terms of the T4s, the T4 recommendations changed a little bit. The basic is still something I do not recommend. Low multiplier, normal damage, and it changes, but it doesn't really matter. Then we have the special. Now the special, now I recommend this T4 because it increases the amount of healing from 20% to 30%. So that is going to be a significant amount because Nick Fury has so much health that this 30% healing is actually going to be quite significant. The cooldown is 4 energy. So it's not terrible, but it's not also amazing either. But once again, because he's getting that speed up and so on, it's nice. We have to do further testing on Nick Fury to see if he gives energy to himself or not. So this is something that you're going to see in the near future. The ultimate, now, the ultimate is just so good. It's actually unbelievable. So you're going to summon 3 shield minions if you have the T4 on the ultimate, which you should. Then the minions are going to spawn with defense up, death proof, and also taunt. This taunt from the minions is beyond amazing. It's literally beyond amazing. It's so good how much these minions can provide for you. The minions also give more speed up and offense up to Nick Fury that he can spread after. So if you don't have Sharon Carter, you still get the offense up by these means. Now beyond that, the minions, they also have their own specific abilities. This one can turn rewind the enemy if you have additional crit. The crit from Nick Fury does not affect the crit from the minions, so keep that in mind. And then we have the extraction. This one now applies more regenerations, applies more healing, and also gives to Nick Fury as well. Then we have the tank. we have the shield protector that he does stun, and now the damage he does, it's actually crazy. So you can see right there, piercing damage. If the enemies have slow, you have the chance of applying stun, and the damage is just unbelievable. These minions are so strong, it's actually quite crazy. Okay, so that's Nick Fury for you in terms of ultimate. In terms of the passive, there are a few changes here. So now he has the speed bar for invader allies. It doesn't really matter, he's good on his own. Then we have the chance of getting speed up. Then we have the chance of assisting. And it says that it's only 30%, but let's be honest, the chance of assisting is activating all the time, so it's quite powerful. And then Castle, Coulson, and invaders are going to get more armor and more resistance. So Nick Fury right now, very powerful character, especially in raids. I had him at level 80, I took him to level 85, and from Gear T15 to Gear T16. He is an expensive character, but right now I see him having huge value, not only in raids, but also in other game modes like Alliance Wars, Cosmic Crucible, Dark Dimension, Avengers Towers, and whatever comes next, because right now his kit is just wonderful. And it's not only about his special, it's the entire kit is very good. Okay, so with that in mind, we are going to take a look at some of Nick Fury in action. Before we start, I'm going to tell you that if you already have Kestrel, Shang-Chi, if you already have Captain Sam, Sharon Carter, Mary Hill, and so on, Hawkeye, Kingpin, you don't have to gear up the invaders. You can pretty much skip this team or invest on this team very slowly, because right now for Doom 3.5 the team is more than enough. If you are one-shotting all nodes, forget about this team. Wait for the new raid to come, and then we'll talk about it. The new raid should be not on this patch, but the patch after. So you still have around 3 months, because this patch is going to go all the way until all the way until April, and then you'll have May, and then on June we are going to have a big event because of all the announcements that are going to happen there. So once again, you don't have to rush on this team. This is the supposed schedule. It might change a little bit, but it's what it's to be expected. So let's now take a look at Nick Fury in action and see what he's able to do in raids. So let's get started. Here we go. So let's take a look at Nick Fury in action, and I didn't know which characters I should take. This was a recommendation, by the way, by Shaft Master on Twitch. Great guy, very friendly on the live streams, great conversationalist. So big shout out to him for giving this recommendation, and it was amazing because I was about to start the raids, and then he said, "Oh, try Nick Fury out," and there you go. So the team that we need to take Kestrel, we need to take Captain Sam, and we need to take Nick Fury. Beyond that, the other two additional characters, it's up to you to decide. You can take Sharon Carter, you can take Kingpin, you can take Shang-Chi, you can take Mary Hill, you can take Hawkeye. It's up to you to decide which one you are going to take, because the way Nick Fury works, your team is heavily protected, very heavily protected. And because Nick Fury has minions and Kingpin also boosts the minions, gives them more buffs and so on, that might be a good combination you have. And you also have additional chances of assist, and the assist from Nick Fury and the assist from Kingpin, they actually stack. You can have assist from both sources. Okay, so now we already have the speed up on all those characters. We got speed up on Kestrel. We're going to summon the minions, and you can see that the minions start with Taunt and also with Death Proof. So they're going to protect all your characters from the mind controls of Loki and so on. I got unlucky, I got Disrupt on Sharon Carter, unfortunately, but either way, we are going to use the basic of Captain Sam. We are going to get rid of that Red Guardian, and here I attacked Shang-Chi on Red Guardian. I should have attacked on Sif. I was not paying attention. It's like 3 AM right now. If you think that YouTubers can be lazy people, they cannot. They have to be working all night and all day. And yeah, 3 AM we are still recording videos. Okay, so here we go. We are going to attack one of those enemies. We have to pay attention still to the charges of Thor, because once again, because of that bad luck, it didn't flow the best way, but we're still going to catch up. Now look at the damage of the minions. I'm going to use the abilities of the minions, and they just destroy. So it does 2 attacks, and each attack does 200,000 damage, non-crit. Very, very impressive. So a total of 400,000 damage from the minions attack. Okay, so now we're going to use Kestrel. Kestrel, she also gets more beefy when she's together with Nick Fury, so you can use Kestrel behind Captain Sam because of the additional health she has. She's gonna get 40% more max health with Nick Fury, which is great. Okay, so Loki getting destroyed. We have two Lokis at the same time, it's kind of dangerous, but now the minions, look at the minions, they are so fast that they are able to apply slow for both Hellas. It's just crazy. I have to be honest, like, this has been one of the best reworks that we have gotten lately. And like, if you compare the rework of Apocalypse with a rework of Nick Fury, it's like Nick Fury every day. But as you guys can see, we just destroyed the node 1, no problem. And yes, it's true, we don't have any healer. We don't have Mary Heal. We have Nick Fury and Shang-Chi, and that's fine. You could have brought Mary Heal, but you are losing so much in terms of damage and in terms also of clearing negative effects and so on. It's something that you might consider in the near future, but right now I feel like it's unnecessary. So Shang-Chi doing fine. Shang-Chi might be actually the character that is going to be taken away, because Kestrel and the minions is like the best combination ever, because you have all those minions poking on the defense downs, and each minion that attacks, you also have additional chance of Kestrel assisting and so on. So yeah, it might happen in the future that unfortunately Shang-Chi gets replaced by a team with more minions. Okay, so now we have the node that can be a little bit problematic. And if we have Mary Hill instead of Shang-Chi, we can use Nick Fury as a raider to give him more energy and also give more energy to the entire team. So you can see it got a little bit dangerous. I completely forgot to bring Hawkeye. Maybe Hawkeye here would be better than Sharon Carter, because Hawkeye does everything that you need and you don't really need Sharon Carter here. So maybe that was a mistake. I also beat the other node way too carelessly. I didn't have enough energy on Nick Fury to call his minions, but that's fine. We still managed to work around it. And you can see that like Nick Fury right now is just so beefy. He gets all those buffs and so on, is just crazy. And when he doesn't have buffs, it doesn't matter, because Captain Sam is going to give a bunch of turn bar for Nick Fury. So this is just a great combination of characters, and it's nice that we are getting that new Invader team. The team looks very, very cool. The kits look like trash. The kit of Union Jack and the kit of Bucky Barnes look like nothing special, but in terms of looks, in terms of design, in terms of artwork, the team looks great. So it's not something that, in my opinion, you have to rush. Okay, so we have Nick Fury, we have the special, we have the ultimate. Let's see. I'm going to use the special to heal up. You saw that was some big healing that Nick Fury did right there. Once again, if you have Mary Heal, you can take Nick Fury as a raider. If you don't have Mary Heal, maybe you should take him as a healer, just for the consistent healing. Okay, so I was a little bit careless. Once again, we are not using Hawkeye. Hawkeye is still a great option here. And unfortunately, the Captain Sam died. It's not a big deal if it's only Captain Sam dying, that's fine. We are going to use now the Shang-Chi ultimate properly, and we are going to destroy the enemies. You can see right here that they are just getting destroyed left and right. And once again, we are going to beat this a little bit too fast. But as long as we have the cooldowns for the boss node, that's fine. And the boss node now, you have to play it in a different way. And you might be a little bit scared because of the minions. Oh, what about the Carnage? Oh, what about this? What about that? It doesn't really matter, because Nick Fury goes so fast and gives the speed up and so on. It keeps your team a lot more fresh throughout your fight. And now I'm just beating these enemies slowly. I gave some additional healing for my team, so after we can go to the boss node without having any kind of problems. Okay, so as you guys can see, this is like the first try, first shot, or first try, one shot. So it's if you know how to play with Nick Fury and Kestrel, applying defense down to different characters and exploit that situation, that is very, very easy to deal with, and you kind of don't have to struggle at all. Okay, so we are going to heal up just a little bit the characters that are somewhat low. Overall, it will not be so super important. And we are going with the team once again. My strategy from a month ago was using Zemo here on the boss node, and the Zemo strategy also works very, very well. But you're gonna see that with Nick Fury, that's fine, man. You don't need any Zemo, you don't need any Kingpin, you don't need any Hawkeye. You can still use those characters, but you no longer need them. Like, Nick Fury is just an amazing character. So once again, he gave speed up to Kestrel, and now we have all these minions on the field, and these minions are going to protect your main characters from the ultimate of Madeline Pryor, but also from the basic of Doctor Doom, which when Madeline Pryor mind controls Doctor Doom, the basic does a lot of damage. So all these taunts that we have from the minions, they are great. You can see with Captain Sam, I don't have to use the taunt with him. This is great. This is so convenient because like this, your main characters are protected. Okay, so Strife is gone. I was adapting the strategy as we went. This is first time. I mean, I didn't try this. I don't have access to any test server or anything like that. So you can see right here that even as the first time experience, we are still going to do great. Beast is still a problem. I wish I had more cooldown so I could have done with Beast before he went. Iceman, the same thing. They are going to kill most of the minions. Then Mr. Sinister is going to clone one of the minions, and that's going to be great because the minions are not problematic on the enemy side. And unfortunately, Shang-Chi is going to die because of Iceman. Once again, I didn't have full cooldowns. It was a little bit iffy. So we could have played that a little bit better and keep Shang-Chi alive. Are we going to wipe? No, we are still not going to wipe because once again, Kestrel and Nick Fury are just amazing. Speed up, offense up, healing. You saw that amount of healing that he did to himself and to everyone else. It was quite amazing. And now we are going to get rid of Mr. Sinister. We are going to apply slow to him. And we are going to push the next wave. And I'm going to push the next wave because I have the defense down ready on Kestrel. I have the special ready. We are going to apply defense down to multiple targets. And then once again, we're going to summon more minions and we are going to exploit the situation with the minions. So we're going to apply vulnerability to Carnage. Make sure that you remove Carnage as fast as possible so it doesn't messes up with your minions. Other characters that you have to take into consideration is Emma Frost and Morbius. You don't want to let Morbius to Morbin time. And with the minions from Nick Fury, you can see that you can apply slow to Carnage, and then Sharon Carter can stun or turn rewind Carnage, and that's going to be quite amazing because he's not going to destroy your team. Okay, so with special of Kestrel, you want to apply defense down to as many characters as possible, and look at those assists. The assists are just left and right. It's just crazy. Okay, if you finish off Emma Frost first, that's great because she's not going to reduce your speed anymore. Then you need to finish off Doctor Doom and Morbius. Finally, you have to finish off Polaris, and the last Madeline Pryor, you can pretty much ignore her. Because we have all these minions, one of the minions can apply slow, the other can apply stun, and the Carnage is not a problem. As you can see, like, these guys are getting destroyed, really, really destroyed. All of my characters are somewhat level 90 or something. There is no level 91 character or something like that. They are just the top that we had for the previous level cap. So Nick Fury 85, the other characters at level 90, nothing above 90. Okay, so as you can see, we did this easy mode, 1 minute and a half left. And once again, this was first try, first kill, first time experience, and it went very, very well. I'm very, very glad with what Nick Fury was able to provide. Okay guys, so that was the video. Wow, what else can we say? Nick Fury was just amazing, and the fact that we have so much flexibility with the characters we can take to the raids now, the fact that you can use different types of ISO weight on Nick Fury depending on the goals you want, depending on which characters you want to take, depending on which characters have good red stars. Like if you have some other character with nice red stars, maybe you take that character instead rather than take the other one. So there is a lot of flexibility right now on the skill raids, and that's very exciting because having options is always great. So I hope you you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you smash that like button, and if you found the video helpful, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. Make sure you stay tuned to the channel. We're going to talk about the invaders more in the future as they get released, as we analyze their kits and see if they have some kind of potential outside of raids. And that's all for now, guys. So I hope you guys like whatever. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and I'll catch you guys later. Take care.